Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. Welcome to the Chicken Steak Podcast. I'm your host Bruno, and with me, as usual, my co-host David.
Yeah, I am back. It's been a while.
We missed a week. Yeah. It's weird. It feels like not doing it for a week. Because before I had like a hiatus of like 2 to 3 weeks, and I was like, man, I want to do it. I haven't done it for a week. It feels like I haven't done it for years. It's weird.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we skipped out on last week's episode because both of us were... Well, I was busy, David was hungover, so we just decided, we're just gonna skip.
The worst part too was I was not only hungover, I was also like getting better from an illness. I couldn't speak. I had difficulty speaking for like almost a week. So I was like, I can't do a podcast like that.
True.
The funniest part was when I tried to call my work. They explained that like I can't come in, I can't speak, and I have a little bit of a fever. And they were like, what are you saying? I can't hear you. It's like I can't speak. I just sucked. Alright, update number 1. I have a floor now.
Yo,
I finally have a floor.
This is progress.
This is such a progress. We have a floor. It's so nice. Now we can walk on regular damn wooden floor again. Because we've been walking on concrete. Like we put mats on the concrete, but that's been our lives for about 1.5 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been very fun.
Hey man, congrats. Welcome back to society.
No, the second new very short thing is my ward is no longer a COVID ward for the moment.
What has happened?
We've seen like a dip in the curve, so they've started closing up COVID wards. Like they are returning back to being normal wards that take care of their patients, stuff like that. And I think sometimes last week they just decide, oh no, we don't need this this ward anymore. So regular fucking go ahead, do your usual stuff. So yeah, that came out a little bit out of nowhere, but
I mean, that must be nice. It's less stressful, I guess.
Yes and no, because here we're now returned back to the point where if we get in a suspicious, like if we suspect it is a COVID positive or COVID case, we have to get all the gear and everybody needs to do it, and it's a lot easier to have a lapse of judgment and do something wrong that will increase the chance of a spread of the virus. Whilst if it was a COVID ward, everybody already knew how to take care of everything, and everybody were keeping track on each other and see that everybody was doing stuff correctly.
I can see that.
So yes and no. It's nice because now we can return to a more that's like regular environment. Like our environment is no longer as strict, so it's very nice. But we still can't see other people. Wow.
I see you right now. What do you mean?
But damn, it's been a week, and the thickest podcast is now still just as thick.
Oh, my freaking! I feel like an old man. So I'm still working from home.
Yeah.
Which is probably going to be the case until the end of my work experience, because it ends like basically my last week is the first week of March, so I literally have 2 weeks left. Yesterday, I somehow injured myself. I was just laying down in bed, just on my phone. I injured myself by getting up, because I got up and something in my back twisted. I couldn't do anything. My whole back hurt.
You actually pulled your fucking back. You're finally becoming an old man.
I literally thought I slipped a disc. I was like, is this how old I am now? Am I slipping discs? But no, I think I just like pulled a muscle or something, because it's getting better now.
Oh.
But like the pain in the beginning was unbearable. I could not move. I just had to lay on my back, just like, please stop the pain.
I remember the first time when I had like one of those old man moments was, and I've been out drinking, because that's the obvious one. Out drinking. The next day I woke up feeling like absolute shit, and I've been drinking the same amount before. There haven't been any issues like that, and suddenly I woke up feeling absolutely horrible. And it was like, oh no. But I'm only, I don't remember.
What is this? I'm becoming weaker. No.
I look myself in the mirror and then start seeing myself balding, which is actually true.
I mean, you're not balding, you're just bald.
No, funnily enough, I actually am balding. I hit the genetic lottery in that one. Hooray. Thanks, Father.
Thing is, I actually am too. So the viewers won't be able to see this, but you will if I face my camera somehow. My hairline is receded as fuck.
Oh, damn, yeah,
Yeah, so I'm balding as well. Yo, it's the balding cast.
It's the egg cast.
Oh my god. Rebranding.
It's chicken egg.
Holy sh... It's the natural progression!
We go from a chicken steak to a
It's
chicken
the
egg.
omelet! You know what they say, gotta crack a couple eggs to make an omelet.
It doesn't mean you should be swimming in eggs, though. That would be bad.
Nah, salmonella. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just caught me off guard.
Yeah. So, what have you... we haven't talked, literally, like...
Yeah.
Me and David don't talk outside of the podcast. Like, I hate his guts. I don't want to see him ever. I'm joking.
Fucking such an ugly bastard. Tries to do everything.
But yeah.
He's like, oh my god, I'm so cool now. Nah,
David's a very busy person, so we only mainly talk on the days we do podcasts. So, we haven't talked for 2 weeks. What have you been playing in the little free time that you have?
I've been playing, actually. I've finished Legend of Zelda.
Oh, Breath of the Wild?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's a lot shorter than I expected, but then when I looked how much time I put into it, it was around 160 hours. And I was
Man,
like,
this is
what?
short.
I can't complain. I can't really complain at all. I wish there is more to do, obviously, because the game is huge. It's fucking takes forever. I even decided to get the DLC, which was enjoyable. I really enjoyed that extra story I got there. Because surprisingly enough, there is a really good story. Like, all the Zelda games have had interesting stories to tell. Not necessarily good, but interesting. Then I have been playing... I decided to throw myself back into Fallout 4.
Ooh.
And if people can remember, a few podcasts ago, I berated you for buying and continuing to play that.
I mean, I'll take the shit. I know it's dumb and weird, but I'm not ashamed of it. But I'll take the shit.
Yeah, I decided to finally give up and actually buy the DLC because I really wanted to play the robot DLC. Automaton. There we go. Thanks. And I've obviously modded it. It's not a lot of mods considering the amount of mods I usually slap in and like usually have slapped in on both Fallout and on, for example, Skyrim.
Yeah.
Those are usually around 100. I have 40, and it's unstable as hell.
Yeah, it's like I'd say as soon as you go above like 5 mods, it's unstable at that point.
And I'm really trying to figure out what the fuck it's making so unstable, and I think it's also a mixture of my computer. Like, it's already a buggy game. It's already hell unstable by itself, and putting in some, like 40 mods. When I was running 100 something, it was more stable. I don't understand it. I even had a worse graphics card then.
Well, it's probably just the fact you might have conflicting mods.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. The annoying part is I think I should just continue playing it in the meantime. It makes me extremely paranoid though, but it keeps reminding me to actually save every fucking time. I finish a hard fight, I save. I'm about to start a fight, I save. I'm mid-fight, I save.
I'm saving, I save.
Open my Pip-Boy, I take it in. I go out of the Pip-Boy, I saved.
I mean, doesn't the game... Oh no, for a second there I was like, wait, doesn't the game auto-save every time you close the Pip-Boy on default?
It does that every 10 minutes. You can change the time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I have it on by default because I am so scared it's gonna crash randomly. Unfortunately, 10 minutes is quite a lot of time. And it does not always activate. It has to, as far as I understood it, it has to be one of the criteria. For example, exiting a building, entering a new location, exiting, like completing terminals, stuff like that. If that happens every 10 minutes, if like the other ones have to happen after that, and it's whatever happens before that is what's gonna pick us. It's an autosave. In my lamp.
Okay. Anything else?
So, I've started playing a game called Other Side. Spelled with
Other
a C.
Side. Wait, I think is this is it black and white?
It's black and white with red.
Yeah, I've seen this.
It looks beautiful.
It's like a really weird tactics game, I remember that.
It is. Oh, look at that. I didn't even start to stopwatch. What a fucking moron. Oh well. No, it is a tactics game, and it's really fucking punishing. You think XCOM is punishing? No. Well, that depends. You can make it even harder if you want to. But no.
Yeah. The core game is... I saw it was very confusing, which is why I was like, I'm a step back.
What really hooked me was the punching gameplay and the... What's it called? It's like you can only pick from 3 characters to bring into well, usually you can just bring in 3 characters into a mission, and you have at the moment 3 different classes. You have a tank, support range, and absolute DPS machine. But it's obviously they all have trade-offs. For example, the tank usually can do... It's well-rounded. It cannot move far, but it does like enough damage and has a shit ton of health and armor. The range is good for something they call interruption, and if you play, for example, a tabletop game like D&D and stuff like that, you know there exists like reactions. For example, you getting hit. Oh, my reaction is gonna be I'm gonna damage you back now. So those type of things. Healing in that game doesn't work as any other game. We return and keep the same amount of health, and then the next day you will still have that health. It's so you have to sacrifice other characters to replenish their health. It's a very fun game.
Yeah, I remember that part where you get like a shit ton of characters, but then you sacrifice most of them just to heal your cool ones.
Yep. And it's not that you can take a low level character and heal the high level. You have to have a same level character to heal them. So you always have not only your A team, you have your B, C, and the D teams. Like you have all the teams like ready to go. And they've also recently, I don't know how long ago, came with an update where they've given you another easier mode, where your daughters, as they're called, your characters get healed in between every day, and it's so a lot more people are more willing to see what's going on because it's a really interesting. The lore there is very fun to read about. So, would I recommend this game to you? No, please don't buy it.
I don't want to. I saw it. It's just not my type. It looks cool, but I just do not want it.
Yeah, no. It's like if you fuck up, you fuck up. You have to commit to every fucking action you do, and you are gonna have huge losses. Oof. I played like for half an hour max, and then I have to put it aside because I it's just getting to me. Yeah, no, that's what I've been playing. I bought Ni no Kuni, but Ni no Kuni 2 actually, but I haven't played it yet because I wanna chill when I play it. It's such an enjoyable game. I remember seeing Alexis play it. That was such fun.
Well, man, first it was me.
Yeah, and then after like 2 days, you're like, bruh, I'm just gonna.
2 days? I got burnt out the heck. I played for like 4 days straight. I got to the watershed and I was like, ugh.
Yeah, then Alexis fucking played it, like the entire story straight through.
Yeah, but Alexis is a weird person. You can give him a 200-hour game and he will play it for 2 weeks straight and be done with it. He's a crazy motherfucker.
I used to be like that with a lot of games. Now just the variety is the spice of life.
Same here. The games I've been playing. Okay, so I'll start off with people who listened to the last podcast, and you, of course. Remember my list of the PS4 games that I'm playing?
Yes.
I have made progress in it.
Oh.
So, as I mentioned last time, I was playing God of War. I beat that. Took me like 3 days. I beat only the main story. I didn't go kill all the Valkyries and that, so I didn't 100%. I just beat the story. Yes, I know you're not
weak.
Boy, you are weak.
Boy.
I both love and fucking hate that game. First off, it is not a Game of the Year game, especially when it comes out the same year as Red Dead Redemption 2.
That is fair. I wholeheartedly agree on that one.
And second, the game is like, this is the issue I have, it is the father-son like dynamic it has. For the beginning part of the game, I hate it. Then they make me love it. Then they make me hate it again. Then they make me love it again. I'm like, you can't do this to me, Devs. You can't make me both hate and love your fucking game.
Damn.
And
no, no, sorry, you weren't done.
And then there's the combat. I had only one issue with the combat because there's only one thing I was struggling with, and it's one of the enemy types. Can you guess which one?
Is it one of the flying ones?
Yes, it's all the fucking elves because they can go fuck themselves with their fucking wings. Literally, there's no other hard enemy type. It's only the elves that are cancer to kill.
Yeah, no, when it comes to enemy variety, there is not a lot of it, unfortunately. I think they really missed out a lot on it. Although, the environment looks fucking beautiful. It is beautiful.
Oh, yeah, the game is gorgeous. I love it.
I remember like being at a friend's place and it was like, yeah, I've been playing through God of War. How far have you gotten? I don't know, like, I'm 20 hours in, and he was... having gotten very far. I was like, why haven't you gotten so far? Well, one, I don't like upgrading things. I like to keep a challenge, and also it makes my axe look ugly. I cannot fight with a pimped out axe.
That's
you know
fair.
what I'm talking about.
That's fair.
Yeah. And then I'm playing on the hardest difficulty.
I did not go for that. I was like, give me normal and I'll be good.
Then he handed me the controller when he started a Valkyrie fight. That was fun. I beat it. I fucking beat it for him.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
I think we're sitting a solid 2 hours going through that boss, like repeating, learning the fucking moveset, and rebuilding his entire class. Like me and him sitting there, like, okay, this does that, this will give you more invisibility, well, frames than that. Stuff like we got real nerdy about it to just beat that fucking Valkyrie fight. It's the one in Hell, if I remember correctly. So yeah, no,
I killed one Valkyrie. I killed the one that's in what was it called? Odin's prison. It's the one under Freya's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I killed that one.
I think that's mandatory to continue the story.
No.
Oh,
it's
completely optional.
Yeah, at least. Well, the thing is, I did it before the game made me, so actually I don't know if the game makes you. I just kind of did it.
Yeah, that's true. I always enjoy when you in the games get a quest and you already have the things to complete the quest or already done it.
Oh, Skyrim in a nutshell.
Yeah, Skyrim in a nutshell. Or, funnily enough, Witcher 3. I love for example, there are different locations you can clear out, and you can, when you go to start the quest, Geralt straight up goes, "Oh, I already done that."
Oh, I love that. I remember I experienced that in Assassin's Creed Origins, actually. In the beginning of the game, there's like this one bandit cave, and I walk in through the left side of it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna kill all these bandits, cool. I walk out the right side of it, and there's a guy, there's an NPC there like, wait, what? I was gonna ask someone, you already cleared the cave? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Why? I was bored. Adventure! God damn it.
But yeah, I beat God of War. Then, in one painstakingly sweaty day, I beat all of Last of Us, the first one. Played through the whole game in one day.
Did you cry?
I mean, I knew everything.
Feel?
I knew everything that happens because I obviously watched playthroughs years ago, but I did still shed a tear in the beginning. In the intro. Yeah.
Damn you, Naughty Dog.
You naughty, naughty dog.
Oh, careful there, sir. They made one of my favorite PlayStation games.
It's okay, Mr. Bandicoot. I know I know you're talking about Jack and Daxter.
Thank you.
But yeah, Last of Us is great. I actually love how linear it is, because I needed a game where I could just, here's the straight line, just follow it, and I was like, okay. And then 12 hours later, I finished it.
Yeah.
I basically spent the whole day playing it. The only annoying part was at literally at the very end. Spoilers for whoever hasn't played it, but if you haven't, you should.
Game's been out for however long it has at this point.
Since the PS3. But when you're in the hospital to get Ellie away from the Fireflies, and you have to fight the fucking military that the Fireflies have to themselves.
Yeah.
That part pissed me off. It was like really annoying. But overall, I love how like, because I've played Uncharted before, and I love Uncharted, but Uncharted is like, you run around, shooty, fun.
Yeah, it's very focused on the action and exploration part, while like it has to keep you intrigued at all times. Otherwise, they're afraid that you're gonna suffer. Like you're gonna die out of pure fucking boredom. Yeah. That's the majority of their audience.
But what I love in Last of Us is like how literally every fight, it feels like, I've played a fair bit of Escape from Tarkov. It almost feels like the AI encounters there. Because literally I just have a fight where it's like I literally have to pay attention to everything and like be on the move, like, and you can't just go and running guns blazing. You actually have to take cover, so you kill someone, run to another cover, because AI realize you're behind that cover, so they're gonna loop around you. It's like it's
a very reactive AI.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah, I beat Last of Us. Now, go ahead and get your hate out on me now. I spent some more money. I bought some more stuff.
Motherfucker. Fuck.
But in my defense, I've also been playing everything that I've bought. So first off, I bought Neo. You know Neo, I bought the first one. The second one's out already.
I was about to say ancient Dark Souls, but hey, yo, hold up, it's already Dark Souls then.
Yeah, but I've been playing for the first one. The second one's out and looks fun, but I wanted to play the first one first. That game, okay, it's my favorite Souls style game, but literally how, like, basically how they've done it is, the devs made it like, oh, you know everything you learned in Dark Souls? Well, fuck you, this game's the opposite. It's like, oh, you like parrying? Fuck you, you're gonna dodge. And not in like a bad way, it literally just takes the opposite playstyle. It's like, fuck you, you play like this or you die. The way I describe...
how have you enjoyed the story? Have you understood anything of the story whatsoever?
Oh, story's much better than Dark Souls.
Yeah, no shit, because that's a part of Dark Souls. Like, the entire story, the lore is everywhere around you, and things you find and stuff like that. It's not meant to be understood. It's just... Oh...
No, I love the story in Neo. I'm playing as William, a Britishman that goes to Japan to get, like, the power of the spirits. As soon as you arrive in Japan, you meet Hattori fucking Hanzo. No, it's great. It's like... It's nothing, like, to write home about, but it's an entertaining story. And, like, the way I would like to compare Dark Souls to Neo is... Dark Souls, like, if we're saying, like, each series was, like, a dad... Dark Souls would be Kratos, like in the new God of War, where he's like very serious, very like
on point, no bullshit.
Yes, but like he's
wise.
Yes, but he's also caring and like he wants to protect you if like you're gonna die. Neo, on the other hand, is Heihachi from Tekken. Whereas he takes his son, throws him off the cliff, and if his son survives, then he gets to be his son.
Forgot about that.
Like Neo,
listen, I've never played Tekken, and even I know about that fucking dad.
Oh, Heihachi's great. But yeah, Neo is just like, okay, it's the bird approach. You knock them out of the nest, and if they fly, they survive. Which I actually like. It's like it's refreshing, but it's also like it's a lot more like high-paced combat. But yeah, been playing Neo. My boyfriend bought me Danganronpa, if you know what that is.
I know very well.
We bought
which of them?
We bought a bundle of 1 and 2. So, cause he's experienced the first 2 games, and I've watched the first season of the anime, which is pretty much the first game, but like with some differences. And we've been basically doing it where I'm playing and like he's watching me play it. So it's like a
it's like a shared thing.
Yeah, so that's been fun. I got Binding of Isaac, Rebirth.
Yeah.
On my PS4, which is a game. Binding of Isaac is literally like Skyrim for me. I wanted to have it on every platform I have because I love it so much. Because I've played through it a lot on the PC. Yeah. I've played it a lot on my 2DS. And I have on my PS4. And my PS4, I have the most progress I've ever had on the game.
All places.
I got it in like for the first 3 days. I just played that. I unlocked every character, and I've gotten like 6 endings already. That game is addicting as hell.
Yeah, no, I remember when I used to play that. That was one of the very few games I could actually have on my MacBook. At the time, I had a Mac when I was doing the first year of school.
Yeah.
Because I was doing, what was it? Media and Photoshop and stuff like that. So they pretty much said like, yeah, we're gonna give you Mac computers. And obviously, me still being a gamer, a pog ass gamer. Fuck me, goddammit. I wanted to play games on it, and that was one of the few games I managed to obtain on it. Obtaining illegal.
Yeah.
I found it on a USB
stick. It fell on my chair.
Yeah. So I played the absolute shit during classes and stuff like that.
I'm guessing this is the original Binding of Isaac.
Yes, there was the original Binding of Isaac.
Yeah, the one made
but
Flash.
It was with it had a lot of things actually, to be honest.
Yeah, it had like 2 DLCs, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a big game.
Oh yeah, no, like it's I played a lot of it. I remember beating the mother multiple times, but not with a lot of characters. Like for me, the progress on those type of roguelike, for example, Enter the Gungeon, I played Enter the Gungeon, let me double check here, played it for 90 hours and I almost unlocked all the characters. I'm missing one, which is the newest one, obviously. But the first like 40 hours takes me forever to get all the stuff, and then all of a sudden I was like, I understand. My brain has expanded. Now I have the gamer brain.
What I love about Binding of Isaac is that it's the only roguelike that I can just keep playing and not care, because it's not even the progression, I just enjoy the gameplay that much. I like how the items work, even if it's an item I know already and I've played multiple times, I just enjoy using it. I've beaten, I think, so I haven't gotten to the route where you go to like heaven and fight, I don't know what, like the blue baby, I think. But I've gotten to fighting Satan multiple times, and I've killed Satan.
Fair enough.
But yeah. But then, still talking about games we've been playing, the last game I want to mention is the last game I also bought, and I have been playing it all of this week. I am hooked on it, like crack. And okay, you're not going to expect this, and it's going to sound weird, but it's really good. Hear me out. Dragon Quest Builders 2. So, you know the Dragon Quest franchise?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a spin-off series, the second one in the series, and it's basically combine a Dragon Quest RPG with Minecraft, Animal Crossing, and Stardew Valley.
Okay.
Yes. It's addicting as hell. So it has like the freedom elements of like Minecraft, and it has like the village management and like interaction of NPCs of Animal Crossing, and then like the farming and even kind of combat of Stardew Valley. On top of which you have a very good RPG in the Dragon Quest series. Like, it's very like family friendly and like well, not family friendly. Yeah, family friendly and like nice, but it's still enjoyable. Because it's certainly meant to be like a game for a younger audience, but I've been playing it a shit ton.
Yeah, alright, fair.
Basically how it works is you're a builder, and basically...
Sorry.
Long ago in the game, like a short run through of the lore, is like long ago there was this Lord Master of Destruction, and he got vanquished by a hero, and then there was this dude called Lord Hargan, which was like a follower of the Master of Destruction. And then Lord Hargan got defeated, but then he has like all his priests and like all of his like followers scattered around the world. And the game takes place on multiple islands that you can build on and like farm on and all that stuff. And basically they teach to everyone that building is evil and everything must be destroyed. And you're a builder. So you teach everyone the wonders of building and farming, and you defeat the evil followers of Hargan. And you
Interesting.
You also build bomb-ass villages and farms, and you can literally like terraform stuff and make cool things. I like it a lot. It's giving me that feeling when I was like just getting hooked on like Terraria, I'd say, because Minecraft, like, it was a different type of interest. This is more like Terraria, where it was like, I just want to see more, I want to play more and explore more, and here I am with over 1,000 hours in Terraria. But yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Jesus Christ. I threw myself back into a game I've had on the Switch a while, because I realized, because I've completed Breath of the Wild, or completed Pokemon Sword, and I'm not really feeling like buying a whole new Pokemon game, even though I would love to actually, for once in my life, get a full Pokédex.
Right, because you have to own both versions to have
Yup. Which is, I understand the charm in it, but it's really annoying, especially now. But I threw myself back into Warhammer's 40k Mechanicus.
Wait, Mechanicus. Oh, I have...
Tech Priest, Omnisire.
Yes, Mechanicus. I have a different 40k game. I have, what is it called? Inquisition.
Which I think the Inquisition is... It's also a turn-based one?
No, Inquisition is like a Diablo-style game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then it's an older or newer game?
It's came out like a couple of years ago.
Okay, then I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's so many 40k games, or Warhammer games in general, actually.
Yeah.
For example, the most popular one is the Dawn of War series, and
I'd say Total War is the most popular one.
Total War, I think, is the most popular one, but the most recognizable of them all is the Vermintide.
Yeah.
Because that's the 40k one too. No, not 40k. What I'm saying is a Warhammer game too.
Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, exactly. So now that I threw myself back into that game, and I've been enjoying it. It's really, really nice.
Yeah, I looked at it.
So
I saw that it
easy
was
to
like
use.
40k XCOM, where you play as the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Oh my god, fucking music. So I definitely have a list on my favorite music, like from games. First one is Witcher, Doi, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's Mechanicus, and then I don't remember what I said in the last one, like Halo, one of the Halo games.
Halo Inf.
Halo ODST. No, Halo ODST was the last one, because I'm a sucker for smooth jazz.
I've heard Mechanicus' music, and it's amazing.
Oh, fucking slap out that church.
Slap out that church.
You're playing as a fucking
Gospel. You
mechanical code. No. What do you say?
mean? Gospel.
Gospel. It's like very gospel, that piano pipe thing. What is it called? Organ. It's called an organ, David.
Oh,
I forgot what it was called for a second. Great. It's just so enjoyable to listen to, like the atmosphere and everything.
It's very nice.
It's so enjoyable.
I think the funniest thing about the Adeptus Mechanicus as a faction is how the community describes them as the toaster fuckers. Yes.
Yeah, toaster fuckers.
But I like it. It's like the human empire is like
I gotta get my mechadendrites into a toaster.
cyborgs are heresy, cybernetics are heresy. Adeptus Mechanicus, we make all your guns, so you can't get rid of us.
Not only your guns, we also make all of your war gear.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, look at that beautiful tank over there.
You cannot do anything without us.
For me, my favorite faction is the Inquisition, actually. What sucked me into the Inquisition is purely their motto. Innocence proves nothing.
They're just, I mean, something you have to keep in mind is it's a dystopian future, and none of the factions are good.
Yeah, everyone's evil.
Like, everybody is just pure evil, but they think what they're doing is for the, I'm gonna quote the Tao now, greater good. I cannot hear that somebody say it for the greater good without thinking in my head, greater good, greater good, greater good. Fucking bunch of socialist weeaboos going around saying greater good.
Oh, God.
That's what you are. Alright,
Next topic.
fine.
Jesus, we're 40 minutes in. Yo. Okay.
Alright,
What's the dumbest injury you've ever had?
I'll have to think on that one a little while more, because I've been trying to figure out which of my many injuries that I've gotten, it's one of the dumbest. I have a few runner-ups, but oof. Do you have one to start off?
Well, the short one is, as I started, I got up from bed and I almost broke my back.
That is your dumbest injury.
No, I have one story. I don't have many injury stories, but I have one that's like very notable. It's the only time I have like broken / thingy. You can break a joint where you can, what's the other word?
Sprain.
Not sprain, the other one.
Tear? Cut? Wait.
No. When it's like your bones get misplaced.
That is called dislocation.
Yeah, dislocation. The story of how I dislocated my arm.
Wait, from on like top socket?
Elbow.
At the shoulder or
elbow?
Oh, no.
It was painful.
Was it a Harry Potter moment where we're just
No, it was a stick. I couldn't do anything with it. It was a stick because my arm just went into permanent extended mode. But how it happened?
Fully erect.
How it happened? I was like 11 years old, I think, and I was with my dad and a friend of the family's, and we were in a coastal city in Latvia, and there was like this like basically like sea festival, like fisherman festival, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And there was like all these attractions and that, and there was a bouncy castle. Now back then I loved bouncy castles. After this I feared bouncy castles. I would never go on one again. But basically I asked my dad if I could go on, and he was like, sure. He gave me some money to get into it, and then I got onto it, and there's like all these kids jumping around, and there's like these walls inside of the bouncy castle that everyone's like jumping over for fun. And I'm like jumping with the kids, and my dumbass brain doesn't realize the difference between an inner wall and an outer wall. I'm jumping around, I'm about to jump over a wall, I yeet over it, and I land on the hard ground with my arm extended, like straight down.
Ooh.
And I hit. Oh no, it wasn't that. That was a different injury. But I land like it's on
Never mind then.
It's on the side of my body, and I land with my body on top of my arm. Yeah. I start getting up because I'm like kind of hurt. Like, man, I fell, and then I'm like, why can't I bend my arm? I was like, what the fuck? Is this the first time in my life I had like a serious injury? I was like, shit. I start crying. I go out and like, because I jumped out of the like back outer wall, so I walk out in front, and like one of the people that were working there, she like noticed me crying. She was like, holy shit.
This kid just ate fucking concrete.
And she asked me if like my parents are anywhere, and I pointed, my dad's that way, and she walks me there, and I can just imagine what my dad sees. He sees like this young girl walking up, and he sees me, and then he notices that I'm crying, and then my arm is just extended forwards, and in his mind he's probably like, what the fuck?
It's like, what just happened? I left you for like 5 minutes.
So I sit down. I'm like calming down, but obviously I'm still in pain.
Yeah.
There so happens to be in the crowd. You know, it's a very typical thing. It's like, is there a doctor in the house? But there was literally a woman that was a doctor walking by.
Yeah.
So she like sat me down and like calmed me down and explained what happened. And then they called an ambulance and took me to the nearby hospital. And at the hospital I was messing with people because I wasn't intentionally messing with people. I have basically a thing where it's like, if you talk to me in a language I know, I will respond in that language. So like they take me to the hospital, and this woman, because I'm laying on like what's it called? Like it's just a
stretcher?
Yeah. Yeah. Not a stretcher, like a bed on wheels.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think they're called stretchers.
I don't know. But basically one of those, and they're like tending to me, and they're about to give me anesthetic. And she tells me in Russian that like that I'm going to receive anesthetic. And she's not too great at Russian, but I just respond in Russian on reaction. Yeah. And then I go under anesthetic. They like do everything for me. Then I wake up, and I talk to the doctor that actually performed the correction thing. And he like talks to me in Latvian, and I respond. The woman comes back in, and she's like, wait, you can speak Latvian? I thought you were Russian. I was like, I can speak English too. The doctor is like joking, like talking to English. I respond in English.
That was been very confusing for them. It's like, wait, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah, but then I went to a farm we were staying at, like my uncle's farm, where my mom was. She was losing her shit because she wasn't there, so she was back at the farm hanging out, and all she got was a phone call from my dad that I had dislocated my arm.
Yeah,
and
we are at the hospital.
Yeah, she just like panicked. I think she smoked through 2 packs of cigarettes in time span of 3 hours. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
So yeah, that's my
bless technology today.
And then for like the next 2 or 3 months, I walked around with a cast.
Damn.
Luckily, it was my left hand. Not for that reason. I was 11. I wasn't jerking off. I mean, like, I could. Come on.
I didn't say anything. You just assumed this.
I go on. What's your injury story?
I just like you talking about like this remind me of my. Also, I think I was 11 or 12 years old. Dumbass, bitch, idiot, dumb cunt thing. So I used to be I used to swim competition, like on a competition level.
Yeah.
And we were at internal competition, and in the time where I warmed up and everything like that, I was preparing to I was waiting out the time so I could do the things I needed to do swim the laps I needed to do. I start fiddling with the cactus that was littering. There were like at this swim hall they put like a bunch of different cactuses or one type of cactus indoors that they had.
Okay.
So I start fiddling with it. I start breaking it off like out of sheer fucking boredom, because I was a kid. I was impatient. I wanted to do stuff. And obviously white liquid starts coming out. I was like, oh, that's cool, kind of cool. It's green, but white is coming out.
Go on.
Oh, I feel the mood today. It's one of those days, isn't it? I was like, well, that's the fucking next thing I'm gonna say is not better then.
You did not eat it.
No.
Okay.
I did not eat it. I forgot I was touching this cacti, broken it off. So I go to scratch my eye.
Oh no.
Both my eyes.
At the same time, with the same hand.
Yes. All of a sudden, it starts to sting. And I go, well, that's not good. And then suddenly, it started hurting a lot. And then, it hurt so much I couldn't open my eyes. So suddenly, you see at 11 years old in his like swimming trunks, like walk around, like waving his hand, going like, I can't see.
Falls into the pool, drowns.
No. I'm a good swimmer. Shut the fuck up.
Well, can you swim blind?
No. It started hurting so much. I like start screaming. Like it hurts so much. Fortunately, my parents were there, so they instantly picked up on it. Went to check on me and realized we need to get him to the emergency. Because they already tried to wash it out with water because everybody had a water bottle there, so they were just trying to rinse out my eyes. I get to the hospital, and I'm there sitting waiting, and they do the same thing. They keep on like washing out the eyes with solution and water and stuff like that. And then they ask, what happened? And apparently, this was not the first case of from my like swim club where they've needed to go to the ER because they've been messing with the cactus.
Of course.
the older ones used to dare each other to eat them.
Oh God.
So they had to be stomach pumped. This had happened multiple times. I was the only one that decided to put it on my eye accidentally.
Decided to accidentally.
Boo. But no, that was such a dumb thing. Like I couldn't open my eyes without them hurting. Like I was squinting for like a not squinting like yeah, I was holding my eyes shut for a whole fucking 3 hours or so. And it just sucks so much. I have similarly done where I mean it didn't leave me with permanent damage. Like when it comes to multiple like semi-dumb things, I just look at my hands and go like, which of these scars are the dumbest? And I go like, they are all equally as dumb.
I have you can see the scar here.
Yeah.
This is a dumb story. So, to everyone listening, on my on the lower side of my upper forearm, I have
left forearm, by the way.
Yes, I have a big scar running across it. And basically, how I got it is, I was hanging out at home, and I had Echo and another friend just hanging out. We're just chilling, playing stuff. And I'm gonna sit down, and I have a chair, and behind the chair, I have like this big like board that used to be part of a bed frame.
Yeah.
And it's made from what's it called, like sawdust, not sawdust.
Plywood.
Plywood. Yeah.
Plywood. I always call it plywood.
It's plywood. But yeah, and it's got like semi-sharp edges. And I go to sit down, and my arm just scrapes just along the board, and it just rips off my skin to almost flesh. So I'm like, oh, that hurts.
Yes. Ouchie.
I mean, yeah, I was like, fuck, well, shit. And then I had my mom help me clean it up, and then I just had this massive scab for like 2 weeks that I kept picking.
Yeah, of course, because
it's a scab.
No,
who doesn't pick scabs?
I have. So when it comes to injuries in general, there is nothing that creates more opportunity for me to become injured than me traveling. Any supposed time I'm supposed to travel a further distance than the next city over, the abilities of mine to manage to hurt myself to the point where I should actually go to the ER, but I'm on my way out, are immense. I've cut my hands on 3 different occasions when I was supposed to take a flight somewhere. I think the worst one I got was on the inside of my left thumb. Me and my girlfriend were prepping like sandwiches to have on the road.
Yeah.
And I was cutting up like a bread roll. Like I was slicing it up with a very, very sharp bread knife.
Oh God!
And
damn it.
I was holding it in my hand because I've done it so many times before.
Mm-hmm.
Goes straight into my hand, cuts in deep enough where I actually should have gone to the hospital to get it sewn up. Obviously, we had a flight in about an hour, so we went like, fuck no, we want to go on this vacation.
Priorities.
Priorities, my man. But me being resourceful guy as I am, I had like sutures, which is like tiny strips of tape, like like band-aid tape, pretty much. So we stopped the bleeding as well as we could because it was bleeding quite a lot. Unfortunately, it was a pretty deep cut. And then put on sutures, wrap everything together, and then I realized the adrenaline is gonna stop affecting this in a very short time. This is gonna suck on the plane. So I got myself drunk.
Oh, great.
I drank half a bottle of I think I had Jägermeister at the time at home, and because I knew that pain would just be unbearable. I got sober when we're arriving at the airport. No, sorry, when we were landing at the airport. Yeah. Like a few hours later, and I was like, "Oh, this sucks. This hurts so much." And apparently, what really worked was salt water and sun to help the fucking what's it called, the injury to heal up pretty nicely. But yeah, no, that's a really dumb one.
Okay, I think this is where we're gonna end today's podcast. I think it's been fun being back, you know, after 2 weeks of hiatus. But yeah,
very brief.
We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We hope you're here next week for the next one, or whatever it happens. Most likely next week. Yeah. I've been your host, Bruno. With me has been my co-host, David.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you guys later. Goodbye.
Don't do drugs.